million. So
I also thought it was once. I thought, oh, it was just last summer, and then I forgot their run in 2021.
2021.
No, yeah, 2021. You know, they did make the Worlds that year.
Scout is walking into a trap. In fact, so is LP. They flash the charm and Gale forces out. The Fortune at the follow-up as Drift King Zika decides to do a little bit of a drive-by. Scout's dead again in Lyric. Going from MVP, best player on the Rift in the LPL, to a 0-3 Annie who's just struggling.
And it's rough. It's an uncharacteristic game from Scout. Again, sitting at the most MVPs for a reason. LNG looks like they're hoping Tarzan could steal.
Okay, well now going golden. Forge buys time. LNG are on the escape path here as LP is going to come through. A good dark passage out, but Tarzan stunned up. Battleland ready for the engage. Wants to go back in, but he goes to a hook shot instead. Tarzan has to run away because now going forward, Tarzan flash back in. Zika does get the kill as Scout rejoins. What is happening here? Attacking LP! Do they want to lose LP? Because at this point, Ultra Prime might get the Baron. They may get Scout again, who's just begging to die this game. But Baron's taken off 2. Maybe now 3 members. Tarzan with the Dragon's Rage still. Zika looking for the engage. Forge sends up. Ning goes back in. Tarzan then dies as well. Gravitum coming through. Never mind. LNG might lose as double Gravitum. The Everfrost as well. Forge survives. This game, a bit bonkers to say the least.
This is just so weird coming out from LNG. Like, even in games they've lost, seeing a disparity like this. 15-6 in favor of Ultra Prime. Maybe even getting more. Oh, they're going to get more. They're going to get more.
Are they actually? No, well, I guess Zika's saved. Yeah,
it was like that situation where you bought a large pizza for yourself, you've already had 6 slices, and you want the next one, but you also look at yourself like, do I really need to have the next one? As we're going to get the replay. I love that they focus down the Renekton, because now, I mean, Renekton going into the Dominus has been the thing that's been buying them so much space in teamfights for Ultra Prime. It's what allows LP to be able to run in, get this damage down unperturbed.
And now Ning's on his lonesome, he'll die down. The Hung, in fact, is on to Forge next. Look at the Ninja Gaiden go. LP is going to run out of guns, though. Look at the defense and how hard it's just going to be.
I was going to say, even though this would be Forge? Fortune to chill. This would have been such a great opportunity to go to Elder for LNG. No jungler on the opposing side. Sure, it's 4v4, but you can try and win it out. But just too many minions in their base to deal with. It looks like Tarzan's hoping to get there in time to at least go for the miracle steal that we were highlighting. Actually, might have time to do it.
He will, but Forge is on his back, and all it will take is a charm. And TP coming through at 2k. Don't flip it, don't flip it, don't flip it. Okay, they got it, and they got Elder. Now the fight should be easy, but Scout gets the stun up, the kickback onto Forge. He's Everfrosted down, and he dies. Elder still taken, though. That's 4 members that picked it up, and remember, that base is kaput.
That's the big thing. Even if Forge dies there, I mean, Ultra Prime, they've opened up LNG's base. They have Elder. They're just really going to be able to walk this one in. You find a charm on someone. Battleland able to go in with a knockup with the quickness. Should lead into a kill for Ultra Prime. Like you said, their only reward today, the only thing they're playing for is to be a nuisance. Is to be the thing that makes LNG mauled.
But Ning pops the ulti straight away. LP again needs to be taken care of, and the Elders used nicely. They get the front line. Tarzan goes into GA. Ning gets the engage. He stepped up too far. LP from some great spacing in this game to now a bit of a whoopsie. That's how it ends. Game 2 for LNG taken away, and Ultra Prime finished what they started.
LNG, rough game, uncharacteristic game from them, especially from Scout. Ultra Prime, kudos and great job to being able to punish. All of it starting from that early fight in topside around Herald wins out massively for them. This is a 4v5. But using the power of things like the Renekton and the Xin Zhao in the early stages to be able to come out ahead. And yeah, they were able to run away with it from there. It felt like LNG were never afraid of opting into the fight, which maybe they should have been, because we started with a threat the Aphelios was becoming. As we got later in the game, the value of how easy it is to see
Forge only just survived, but
they're going to get another charge.
And they're not there. They're all committing to the bottom side of the map. So, free inhib turret at 17 minutes in the game. Ultra Prime, you need that.
And now, there's an incredibly long side lane for the Jacks to be able to play through. I guess it won't be much relevant for too much longer, as we're going to have things like Baron up, and, then lane allocations are going to change. Zika being the one who's going to play by himself, and usually going to play around Scout, who's able to provide on that top side. But still, a lot of, ways to... You're able to get much deeper vision now, a lot more angles you can, try and play around and find these picks, and just less area of control for Ultra Prime. So
really with it as Yagao. Hang on a minute, gets another kill.
What is going on?
8 kills now.
Why are we
How many
TPing
Tesla
back?
shares can he get? He got the dragon. Gideon didn't have smite.
What is going? Why are we TPing it again?
Hell? 8-0-3, dude. This guy is literally about to buy a Tesla.
Yeah. Again, we see the problem in that last fight that BLG have to problem solve of you really don't just want to full-on commit. You want extended standoffs so Yagao can just commit damage every time his abilities come back up. When you commit like this, it's playing exactly into what IG's comp wants to do. The CC is able to come out. You can see even if they go down on the back line, that just look at people like Gideon running them down. Dub putting out huge amounts of damage with the Lissandra, and all of them getting chunked so low because Aphelios, sure, he died, but he already did his job. So I feel like BLG are going to have to approach this one differently. It is going to be hard, though.
Hey, there's the damage. Woo! Oh, holy guacamole. On is dead again.
That one's not even his fault. His team just full of bailing on him. Wanting to commit to find the kill on the Sandra, TP being channeled, they immediately want to bounce. My goodness. And this is another important series. BLG want this win because BLG are not locked into top 6 yet. Getting past first round would be quite nice. And this was a series you came in expecting them to win.
Yep.
But I don't know. I have no words.
Yeah. LPL, brother, you never know what to expect. Because when you expect one thing, the opposite happens. What a classy series. It's like going to a fancy restaurant in your thongs and your board shorts. And you walk in, your table for two. Those boys, I got a lot of catch money.
It is a bit of a circus here. I love it. It looks so favored for BLG to start off with. They want to go in, trying to prevent the push from coming through because he's really tanky. And I thought the hook part of the Sejuani would be their undoing, but on going in so aggressive forwardly to match the damage, get this down, it just gave room for the Zeri to pop off. So much being done. Yagao falling forward with the burst, but then Nani comes in. We have Dove TPing in to join the fight, and I don't know. It's just a bit of a bonanza in the mid lane.
It is. That is on dead. Again, he's 0-7. He's gonna die again and again. We got Baron, by the way, with no smite. On needs a beautiful hit onto Arn through the gap close. Hook. And then Horizon saves his day. Elk's gonna be rooted up. There's a double with Renan. Arn's still alive as Blue Buff is saving his life. Arn's gonna die onto Elk. The range is there. They kill each other. That's my LPL!
That was insane! Oh no, Navy waits. Yep, it's no for Navy.
Dead,
Yagao is
right?
Too big, maybe?
Yagao should be able to get this. The
Waiting
distortion wall will take a sigil over the wall, and Yagao gets into kill number 11. Max Magi stacks, and the game's still going.
I absolutely love the LPL, man. What a ridiculous turn of events. IG, it's oh no, we've got to a point where now they don't have enough damage. They're not taking down any members, but they do have the damage. All onto the AD carry, who we're going to see here. Moonlight Vision's not really able to...
He's gone! GA is gone, and Biz ulti's good. He might die in the process, but IG have lost their AD carry after what was such a great fight. The overconfidence is a killer. You're dead. Your gal's going to kill you before the TP. Bye-bye.
And now, look at these death timers. They should just be able to look for the push off this. Nani trying to do his best to clear out this wave, but there's a wave in top. There's still ways for BLG to end this game. And I love that BLG reset off the last fight and realized, hey guys, how about we use all of our mobility to actually just kill the Aphelios? They do that, and now they're going to be able to push and find themselves a win.
Oh my god, it's finally over. This 41-minute game that has been supporting 62 kills, but over 60 kills in 41 minutes. That was nuts.
Yeah, that was, I don't know. That was absolutely wild for Yagao being able to do so much. It felt like it took BLG a while to kind of realize how to play around some of these fights. But once they had the idea, yeah, it was just all in like full force. They were picking up so much damage, so many more items than the opposite side was. And for IG, they got to a point where they really only had one threat. It was all on shoulders, and he wasn't able to do anything. Now, I'm going to take a stab. I don't know. I hope we don't have to wait for MVP or anything, because into the cannon specifically here in the LPL, you know, trying to get as tanky as you can. Oh, we're
live.
Yeah.
Are we live?
Right.
Are we live? We are live, ladies and gentlemen. We are live. We are live, and we are proud to be live.
True. I was at first kind of internally molding that you just opted out of the break. I'm like, I kind of, you know, break.
You wanted that break, didn't you?
It would have been nice, but
you wanted that break.
You know, if we can be live, we take those. We absolutely take those, as we see here. I mean, BLG once again kind of running this composition with multiple threats. You have backline access. You saw that it's always going to be relevant in terms of like what a cannon can do if it's able to get on your backline. You have a lot of mobility to be able to follow up and try and play off your sides with the Weaver's Wall, as well as Shun on the Lee Sin. So we'll see how they pilot this, but shouldn't be too different from game one. I guess Yagao's saying.
Dude.
But wait. Look what is the same. Topside ganks. We love topside ganks.
We do indeed, and guess what? It's going to be matched here. Dove actually going to help out Nani. Level 3, the Malphite flashes away. Shun is between the minion wave, but a Sonic Wave still connects. Under turret, though. Bin getting autoed once. Dove just needs to find the next one. Chain! Oh, Fleetwood Mac warned us about this, but still. Dove will find the kill in response as Shun gets out of there alive. TP here to get the rest of the wave.
Yeah. Ends up going down. So 1 for 1 in the end. Like you said, Nani luckily not going to miss out on too much. Still missed out on a little bit. You can already see Bin building up a big advantage for himself. Picking the Malphite, right? It's a lot more what you can do once you get
flash away. He doesn't have the ghost available. Arn's in a lot of trouble here. BLG's 2v2. I mean, On is just getting revenge for the last game. Wink is going to be ordered to death as well. A 2-0-0 IG. If you want to go to playoffs, this ain't how you start.
On absolutely pissed that someone took his name, and he's, you know, he's committed. He's committed to taking down this person he sees as an absolute fraud. Able to connect the hooks this time, and yeah, just doing a lot to leverage and set Elk up. And you know, we haven't talked much about BLG as a team and like their identity, but I feel like they've pivoted well to being able to enable all of their key players. Because even though we don't call BLG a super team, because I feel like in comparison to like the name
is over. IG is still being forced to match every waking moment of BLG.
Look, and if you're watching this and you're wondering, IG are losing. Ooh, wait, I'll pause. Elk gonna go in.
1v1. Gravin's gonna be there. Are we gonna kill each other yet again? Arn flashes in. No way! He dodges away from the last auto of Elk. Arn is fired up. He's pissed off.
The fact that Elk couldn't connect that damage was the difference maker in On being able to win out in the 1v1. I love these 80 carries, man. They are not. I mean, they're not like the rest of their team. On
again, do it again. Kite away from Dove. Seismic shove. Oh, Sonic Wave does connect, but Shun, will he flash kick? Dove comes back in confidently. IG is still down 2,000 gold. Lyric, as we look at the replay here, this 1v1 and 80 carry might be meaningful in the long con.
We're going to see again, Miss coming out, able to connect that one, turns into a Moonlight Vigil, the huge explosion from the shotgun. But again, a few of these missing on the back end is a difference maker. On kind of nice everything. Look, I was watching like a competitive FPS game with him strafing back and forth.
Feels like it with these 280 carries going neck and neck. I mean, 6 deaths between them at 12 minutes. We've got 12 deaths at 12 minutes as well. I mean, this game might not be as bloodthirsty yet as the last one, but it is heading in that direction.
It's ramping up quickly.
It really is. And look, teams are trying to get proactive here as IG defend their bottom lane from Elk, getting any more of a push here. But they're gearing up for Dragon. One already picked up by BLG and Lyric. 4 members here as Dredgeline narrowly misses. BLG are going to start it off. Meanwhile, Ben has killed Gideon. Dove
can they
died.
Just end? They can just end.
BLG, it is so easy for them.
I really can't believe they're turning on to Baron here. You have 30 seconds, I guess 15 seconds on 20 on Naney, but this definitely looked like an end game angle.
Really did.
Let's prolong the misery. I'm up for it. If they know that IG is a potential playoff team, you want to break the spirits here. So then when you face them, they remember this moment. We're gonna see how this all starts off. Shun managing to find Glenn on the look at that knockup from Cyclone into Gravitum. He isn't able to pick it up. But on the opposite side of the fight, I can say more wants to see L soloing Naney, because he's just able to run him down with the go.
Clouds with a win here. IG want Clouds themselves, but no one's backing. IG, hello! Hello! Knock, knock, who's there? It's PT going to playoffs, baby. That's who. As IG, that was just sad. I don't know what you're doing here, but you've given the game up. You might even lose playoffs off of this, but BLG and TT are going to be tied after this one. As Yagao just sits there, he's laughing at this point. TT, salute you, BLG, as they secure playoffs. And BLG move up to 10 with the big boys.
The only thing I can think of is by the time that they're there at the Dragon, in their mind, they're like, well, we're already all here. We have no TP, so we'd have to full-on commit 2 resets. They're just going to be able to cancel those right away. You know, throw hands up in the air, go for the fight, and, you know, hope for the best. We've probably already lost the game anyway. Because, yeah, that was a bit questionable that we didn't even see them try to get away and reset. But good on BLG. This does help them, right? Trying to make their way up to 10-5. They want to be able to take that 4th place spot away from Labo and make their way all the way to the portion right before double elim.